Hi, Siren. Can you hear me? So we were able to figure out how to make you a moderator. So next time he streams, you should have mod powers. You and me for now. New stuff to learn. But it's pretty straightforward. Denise said she makes about just under $5 a month on Rumble. His first stream, he made like over $7 and counting, because the ads are in the replay, not in the live. So the live doesn't count towards anything. But I think that's pretty funny that they won't like that he's getting paid to call them out, taking care of all the turds in Sewer Town. I went to bed, I don't know, during half of it. I went to bed when Dowd was getting on Hoax. He wasn't planning on having it be that long, because he was just doing a test run to see how everything worked, because he had to connect it to StreamYard. So I got these new art tablets, because this paper is 246 pound. I was using, I think it was 140 pound paper, and so this is more like cardboard. So I'm giving it a try, but the only thing is, it's 11 by 14, which is a standard frame size, but the 14 goes all the way to the top, so it'll have these holes in it. Hopefully the edge of the frame covers it, but I'm not sure how to get them out of here because it's not perforated, and the 14 inch is all the way to the top. But it's not like I thought it would be heavier than it is, actually, but it's not that much thicker than the art paper I was using that tears out. See, I have to use my underpiece or the pages will stick together. I kind of liked this little cacti guy, so I figure I'll try to paint him just for fun. I was just going to do a gray background, but I'm thinking of tinting it slightly with orange, just so it's not pure gray. I have to guesstimate the amount of paint this is going to take. That's probably one coat right there. Add a little orange and see what that does. I don't know. This gray is kind of weird looking. You know, I usually hate putting up Christmas trees because you gotta put them up and take them down, and I'm lazy. So this year, he was in the Halloween decorations, and they had a creepy tree. It's like a Christmas tree, but it's all black, and the branches are crickety, and it has a sensor on it, and it's motion activated, and it has lights like a Christmas tree, but it wiggles. It like goes like this, you know, and it's all creepy looking. It moves. So I figured, and Jesse picked up some black bulbs, and I ordered some hanging skeletons. So we're going to have a seasonal tree. It'll last for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and we'll just have a creepy Christmas tree. I don't know if I like this color. I don't like this color. Yeah, so we got, because it's got orange lights and purple lights, and you can flicker them both, or you can stay on one or the other. So we'll do orange for Halloween and purple for Christmas, and our hanging decorations will be skeletons. Barbie's mad because she wanted to do an all-black Christmas tree this year, so she went with, I don't know if it's white or light blue. It's really pretty. How am I going to fix this color? Look at it. Yuck. I don't like it at all. How can I fix this, Siren? I added orange to it, but it looks more like a yellowish, greenish, yuck. Almost like baby diarrhea. Yuck. Can I fix this? I'm just trying to use up some of this paint that I never use. See, that looks far from gray, but it doesn't look orange gray. I don't know what it is. See, I'll add some more gray. Add a little more black. I know I love black too. Yeah, there's just some you can't use. But some of them come in a kit. See if we can fix this color so I don't have to waste all this paint. That does not look like an orange tint. I don't know what to call it. Now I'm concerned for the background. Well, I'm just going to go with it, and if I don't like it, I'll just do another color over it, I guess. Oh, look at that. It looks greenish. See, and then you get paint on your spiral rings. And then it's hard to flip through the pages after that. I need to get rid of this glare. My, what do you call it? My little sun lamp. It's supposed to give you vitamin D. I mean, I have to take vitamin D as it is, but figured I'd also try a sun lamp. So that's what the psychiatrists recommend, especially for winter, because it affects, you know, if you don't have vitamin D, you don't have enough happy juice. This greenish look might not go bad by the time I do the Mr. Cacti. I kind of like, because hunter green is like my favorite color. And I kind of like this now. I don't know why orange would look green though. Adding orange made the gray green.
Hello.
I don't know if Moses and Zoe will ever learn to ring the bell, because Barbie's dog rings a bell when he has to go outside. She told us we should try it for our dogs. I don't know. They're scared of the bell. Oh no, yeah, they had me on diuretics, and I was having to pee so freaking much. Oh, you don't like this color? Well, I mean, by the time we pop it with flowers, you don't think it'll work? It does remind me of baby diarrhea, though. Baby shit green. Who cares? It's just for fun. I think this is the one hobby that I have stuck to the longest, probably, because it's been 2 years since I started painting. And I've tried everything, sewing, crocheting. There's other stuff I can't even think of right now. Yeah, it's kind of like an obsession. Because I like making videos too. And I get to do that one with this. I get to do that as well. Oh, Siren, look at this color. Oh my God. What have I done? It's looking pretty dismal, isn't it? And it's going to need another coat, so I can change the color, but I don't know if I'm going to, honestly. I gotta be careful not to get paint on my new drawing tablet, because I have paint everywhere else on both my computers. But painting at my desk is definitely comfier than using an easel. I looked up my easel and found it from the company's manufacturing plate on it, and it's a vintage. I think it'll last better than the modern ones I've seen in the stores. And it's already been through its wear and tear because it was used. Oh, this color siren, what have I done? I don't know. I think with what I'm going to do, the color will work. It might be too dark. See, even this paper that's 240 pound is still curling on me. So it's not that great. So I'll probably just use these up and then go back to the pads I was using before, which I think was 140 pound. I think. Let me see if I have. Yeah, I was using this 140 pound, and the pages just tear off the top. And they're cheaper. But for what they charge, because these are almost like $1 a sheet. And I don't think they're worth it because you can get canvas panels for $1 a sheet, which is the hard canvas over cardboard. So no, this buy was definitely not worth it. But you gotta try what they have. I haven't tried watercolor paper. I haven't tried watercolor anything. I should have ordered some more white when I made my Walmart order. I try to think of everything at once because they have a $35 minimum for their free shipping Walmart delivery. I got these 2 pads of paper and my spooky Christmas tree skeletons. 6-inch. I think when the tree moves, the skeletons will move too because they're jointed and flexible and posable and all that. So it should be cute. And they're not white. They're like bronze skeletons. I think white would have been too, cheapy looking, fake looking. But Jesse needs to fix the sensor in the spooky Christmas tree because I don't like the sound. It's kind of like a howling wind, weird Halloween sound. So I want him to take it apart and take the sound speaker out of it and just have it wiggle. So we have to do that yet, but I think we can even, he said we can store it decorated, leave the balls on it, and just drag, carry it down to the basement, and we won't have to tear it down, you know. Taking apart Christmas trees and putting them back together, that's a chore. I mean, you have to put each branch in one by one in those little, with the wire hooks, you know. It's a pain in the cabooza. And then you got to find all your broken bulbs and your hooks and your tangled lights and all that. The lights are built into the tree, so that's already good. Actually, he went to, I think he went to the grocery store. He's not here at the moment. I know, I get so tired of putting up the same tree every year, and green plastic trees are just, does nothing for me. And they're so cluttery with all the different colored decorations, but if you just get black, it's just cool. Barbie actually wants to do her wedding in black and white, and I think gold. I think she wants a black wedding dress. I think this will work if I make it a little lighter, and instead of doing completely solid, I'll just do a smear mix of with, you know, lighter and darker streaks, add some white to it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So the background's a little less boring. So I just add some white to it, and I'm not gonna mix it completely. I'm just gonna take it like this and just swoosh. So it's all different shades, you know. See, that's cool. Oh, guess who just pulled up in the driveway, Siren? Speak of the devil. Oh, don't worry. I got it. I still don't know how this turned green.
Come on, you gotta go out. Come on.
Ding the bell.
Here.
Honey, Siren says she has a question for you.
Okay.
He's here, Siren. Hi, Angela.
Well, you'll have to ask me the question because I'm not in your stream.
Yeah, I don't see it yet. There's a delay, so.
All right.
Oh. She said, do you think that was really TS under the ghost account last night?
Say that again?
Do you really think it was TS under the ghost account last night?
I'm sure leaning that way, but they're gonna deny it till the end. So
I was thinking he was that what did I say the name was? Crap. I'm not good at remembering names.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I remember you said something about the other account last night.
Yeah.
So that old ghost account only seems to come in usually if we're talking about Thomas. And some of the comments that they make sound like something Thomas would actually say in exactly the way Thomas would say it. And also some of the things that they just spout off out of nowhere are things that, basically only Thomas ever says about certain people. So, I mean, I don't want to be, one of those people that everybody's Thomas, but we all know Thomas is in there lurking.
And he's famous for socks.
Yeah. And we know that he's watching, he's paying attention, and he's got tons of sock accounts. So any number of people could be Thomas, unfortunately.
He's just a coward.
Yeah. That's right. Show your face, coward.
Well, now you have mod powers, so you can have fun with that.
But I will say it was a fun stream on Rumble for the first time around last night.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some things I'll have to get used to because there's a little more to it. But it was definitely a fun stream. No doubt about it.
And it'll work. They can't silence you, so.
And Siren, when Pavana said Siren subscribed and blah, blah, I was like, what? I don't have a subscription. I I was like, I don't have a subscription thing, and she made me aware that apparently automatically
It's all
Rumble
automatic.
does that,
The super chat and stuff.
and
Yeah.
super chats and all that.
Oh
Because
my
I've never
goodness.
wanted to
Oh my
monetize anything.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, the subscription thing was a shocker. And then Daniel Dowd super chatted
I am.
$1. So yeah, it was kind of weird seeing all that stuff going on, but yeah,
Can I talk
Angela,
about whatever I
he said
want
you
on
were
those?
in his stream
Huh?
Can
listening
you talk
to
about
it.
whatever you want on those?
It was a rather
On
fun
Rumble,
stream.
you
What do
can.
you
Sure.
want?
I'm on YouTube.
So you can't talk about
Yeah,
weed.
we always seem to wreck.
I
Mitch,
personally
you know?
cannot because
Well, this is an Oreo. It's just an Oreo.
Yeah, I didn't.
Covered in white
So
chocolate.
when they took my YouTube page down, I don't have any of the people that I was subscribed to or anything. To where
I've
I
been
can just go
feeling
click
lightheaded
on
today.
people's streams.
Mm-mm.
It won't allow me to
Mm-mm.
You
sign
don't taste
into my
anything.
Google accounts at all. It's really stupid.
I'm such a lightweight, it scares me
Yeah.
too much.
Towards the end of the stream, we were talking about that, and it's like you got this Chris the Gimpy Jones guy who writes all these articles and puts them out there on this Freedom Publishers page. Freedom, yeah, I did that. Freedom. He puts them out there. He wants them to get viewed, and he always is talking about freedom of speech and this and that, but he doesn't really want people to see the garbage and the defamation he's putting out, because both my channels got struck down by him for in fact sharing his garbage articles. So yeah, it just shows his true colors and what kind of person they are. They're literally in this just to stalk and defame people and stuff, and they don't give two shits about freedom of speech. Otherwise, why would you shut me down on my page for sharing your articles and calling you out for the lies you were telling about numerous people? I mean, that just tells you right there. They're a bunch of cowards,
Oh, Angela, weren't you watching from Dowd's YouTube? Dowd was, I guess he was streaming the Rumble stream on YouTube.
Yeah, I have to go and find his stream and stuff, because like I said, I can't sign into my Google account at all. So I can't see any of the people I was subscribed to just with a click of a button. I have to literally type things in and try to find their pages and all that crap every time I want to see any other content. It's just stupid. Hopefully Google wakes up and changes their stupid way they deal with that stuff, because I mean, it was stupid for them to take me down. They had already looked at his one complaint, his strike, and they told him it didn't hold any merit and they were going to leave the content up. And then next thing you know, he turns around and he puts in 3 strikes basically and whines a few more times, and next thing you know, my channel's gone. So
No big deal. They think we're gonna sit and cry over it, but
yeah, exactly. I can't even click the like button on Pavana's stream right here, because it tells me I have to sign in, and it won't let me sign in to my Google account no matter what I do.
oh, he wasn't showing the screen? Huh.
Well, so that's the other part. So I had my iSpy YouTube page that was for all the corrupt stuff in my local community, and I had another YouTube page from God knows how far back that was just funny family shit was all that was on there. And both of those pages had separate email accounts, Gmail accounts, but I can't sign into any of those. I can't sign into a single one of them. It's really weird. Somehow they must have all been synced or linked together through Google at some point. So when they blocked my one for Sewertown, it blocked me from all of my YouTube stuff. I can literally see all the different Gmail accounts separately, and I can still go read the emails and all that, but literally I can't sign into any of those. Yeah, that's what I figured. Hey, I've never been.
He's already
shy.
had to do it once. I mean,
Never been shy to say that I'm not.
well, what's funny is how Titus says, you don't want to leave your channel? Then don't break the rules. And then it goes on to say, I've lost 11 channels on YouTube. Like, can you be a hypocrite much, you know?
Well, the
He's
bad.
going to call you out and say, just follow the rules, dummy. And then Mr. 11 channel lawbreaker himself saying it.
Oh, well, they had balls enough last night. The hoax trolls had balls enough to say, well, if you create another YouTube, that's ban evasion, and you can be struck immediately for that, as if they're saying they're going to strike me. When in fact, Titus admitted he had 11 different accounts. Thomas Schoenberger, we know, has had numerous accounts. But yeah, no, they just don't want the truth out. So
Well, actually on Rumble, Sewertown had a record 70 viewers at once, which is more than what he was getting on YouTube, about 50. And it's like, where did all these people come from? How did they find it?
no, I don't think they blocked an IP because Pavana and I are on the same IP, obviously.
Yeah, because then I would be
And
blocked.
Pavana, has no trouble, so it wasn't an IP thing.
Right.
And like I said, they somehow all my emails were probably linked together somehow or synced together. So at this point, I'm not going to worry a whole lot about it. I'll be honest. Rumble's kind of nice because you don't have to worry about all them stupid rules that you have from YouTube.
Right.
But I think it sucks that YouTube allows these other people to continue to have all this crap and put all this defamation out about people and stalk and bully people. But yet when you are doing streams calling them out, they silence you. And that makes YouTube complicit with the crap that these people are doing to people. And as far as I'm concerned, that means, some of the blood that's on people's hands is also on YouTube's hands. And there is a legal firm out there that's been advertising on TV. And it was kind of ironic because the name of the legal firm is Davis and Crump. And they are telling people if you've been bullied, suicidal or stalked online on social media, to call them, and they're doing some type of lawsuits on behalf of people that have went through some of the things
Get it, Moses.
we've been
Get the
through.
ball, Moses. Get the ball.
And
Get the ball.
I may, in fact, just give them a little ring on the phone in the near future and have a chit chat with them and let them know what has went down and what.
Well, now, didn't you say Google owns YouTube and you have to go through Google?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to go through Google in order to be on YouTube because Google and YouTube are basically one and the same, which sucks.
But I mean, I can announce his live streams on my channel, and he can share them on Twitter, and he can also schedule them in advance. So when people go and visit Rumble, they can check to see if there's anything on
We'll
schedule.
put some groceries away.
Are y'all done yet?
No,
I gotta
I
put
got
the
I threw
groceries
this whole
away.
painting that I just
Nobody wants
started.
to see the painting.
What are you doing?
They don't want to see the painting. They wanted to see me.
They want to see you.
My. Okay. Hold on. You gotta get me off camera. They're gonna go creep on me and talk about my boobs.
Oh, good grief!
Forget.
Boy, you said
They're a bunch of
You wanted to
creepers.
say hi.
I could be in a hoodie and they're gonna say that I'm still flaunting my body.
They're just mean, nasty individuals.
Who's in there?
From
Did they like my
emailing
shit
them
talk?
every week for 2 years.
Yeah.
So when they remove the channel, is there any way they can relive it, and or is everything gone, gone, gone? And Jesse saves everything, so it's not like he lost anything.
Okay. I'll contact you. Your dog is out of the water.
Not on.
Huh?
Nothing. Yeah, because my camera's on my painting.
Oh, no, I know you're not.
Oh,
Right now? Yeah, duh.
yeah. I
Um,
had to be cautious of that, cause,
you forget.
just because of where we live.
Justin's always available when I need a distraction.
What?
So Justin's always available when I need a distraction.
And distract.
Came home
Oh,
early. Had to abort mission.
Chris came home early?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I downloaded a program that downloads all my videos automatically. Well, StreamYard does that. He grabbed all those ones that he's put on Rumble. He grabbed those from StreamYard. Because they store however many gigs or whatever. Angela says she emailed him every 2 weeks for a year and got one back, I think.
Who, YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was hers taken down for? Was it a copyright strike? What was it taken down for? I mean, I literally don't understand how they even acknowledged a copyright violation since
It's just because they don't want to get sued. They
since
don't
his
want to
material is
say
public. And
who's
all
right
that.
and who's wrong. They just don't want the threat of a lawsuit over them.
Well, who's threatening a
That's
lawsuit?
the same reason they canceled my Fingerhut, my doll
Yeah, I know,
order.
but who's threatening a lawsuit against YouTube? Chris Jones? Fuck
Yeah.
no. Fuck no, he's not. And I even said that to YouTube when
Well, as soon as somebody claims a copyright, it's a threat.
when I emailed YouTube back. I said, look, this guy has never produced any legal, shit from a lawyer threatening to sue or nothing like that. He won't, number one, because he's not even in this fucking country. And number two, he would get absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, how can you do anything anyway? He's not even in the USA.
Exactly. But YouTube doesn't.
Copyright is
YouTube don't get it.
Isn't copyright just USA?
Well,
I mean, I don't know that US copyright laws can be applied from other countries. I don't know how that works.
YouTube said originally the 3 times he, made his
Yes,
complaint.
ma'am. You certainly may.
The first time he made his complaint, YouTube said that, it was transformative and yada yada yada, and it was covered by fair use. And then he kept writing to YouTube, whining, and then they just took it down. So
She's gonna come up here and talk to you for a minute.
He was a crybaby, I read all his crap he wrote to YouTube, I believe. He was just a crybaby. But you know, like I said, it shows what type of person he is because he talks about, you know, free speech, being a free speech advocate and this and that, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But he posts garbage about people that's totally lies. And then, you know, shut you down when you talk about his lies and defamation. That says a lot. I may actually contact some legal people across the pond where he's at, because, you know, they have some pretty strict rules about, you know, defamation and bullying and cyber stalking and shit like that. And he's doing all of the above with that garbage Freedom Publishers Union page. And he makes claim that, you know, they've never had anybody ask him to take things down or not. I know numerous people that have told him to take his defaming garbage down, but he claims nobody's ever told him to take it down. So he's just a fucking
wanker,
a cunt,
a cunt,
as Denise said.
a cunt.
He's just a cunt. So,
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. So I'll tell you a little bit about my losing channels experience. So my very first channel that I have had forever, and it's the one I used in the Las Vegas shooting community. I used to do, like, I live streamed my daughter's baby shower, all the baby bridal, all the baby stuff. I live streamed all of it. And there were very, very special moments in there. And that was before I had, you know, because Maverick's already like 5 now. But I had all kinds of, you know, like things that I could never get back again, because I think when I started out, I was using Streamlabs when I first started out, and it didn't save videos, or, you know, I didn't know about downloading my own videos or anything like that. So anyways, there was a massacre that happened in it was the New Zealand one from years ago. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
yeah,
nobody, you remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody, like, if you were caught in New Zealand with that video, you literally could go to prison. All right. It was, for some reason, they did not want anyone having that video at all. Okay. Well, a friend of mine, Truth Seeker, who was also in the Vegas shooting community, she used to do a lot of coverage on it. She got the video and downloaded it in its entirety. And, like, some people had the clips of it, but it was like a 16-minute long video.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the video, I downloaded it, and then I uploaded it to my YouTube channel on private. Okay, private. And the reason I did that was because I thought it would be in safekeeping, like I wouldn't lose it in my phone or the backup, or it would be right where I knew it was for me to watch. I never shared it publicly. I wasn't going to share it publicly. I wanted to see it. So I had it put on private. Well, I kept getting, like, when I was uploading it, I remember I kept getting like errors, but I continuously tried to upload it. And once it finally did, I got a text message from another friend of mine from that Vegas shooting community. And she's like, Angela, your whole channel's gone. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Well, then I tried to go to my Google, and Google took my whole fucking account.
Wow.
Like my Google account, which they usually just leave the Google account alone and just take your YouTube. So I got a hold of my friend Truth Bomb. Like, it was in the middle of the night, because he's in South Carolina. And I was freaking out because I knew what I had on this channel and they could never be recovered. And I was literally freaking out. And so I gave him, he's a good friend of mine, and I gave him, you know, my passwords and all that to help me, you know, and he was able to get into my Google account and make that good. So once that was okay, it was like, okay. So then what I did was, you know, I did the little review thing. I submitted that and they said, no, you, the reason was, terrorist, something with terrorists.
Wow.
And so I emailed them because you get it in your email.
Yeah.
I emailed them on that same email for 2 years. 2 years. I emailed them randomly. I would think about it and I'm like, I'm going to email them again.
Wow.
And I even went to Twitter because they said to me, people like in the internet said, oh, go to Twitter because they help people on there. And I guess there's a at YouTube in
Team YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, but there's another one in what's that foreign country? India. And they say those people are likely to help you. Well, nobody would. Nobody would friggin' help me. None of them helped me. So I just continued to email. And I finally one day read my email and it blew me away. They gave me my channel back.
Wow.
So I still have that channel. I do not use it. It has 72 subscribers back from my Vegas days. I never did Vegas content. I was just a Vegas chatter. And, you know, I only streamed the baby showers and, you know, stuff like that. And so then my second channel, I think that was the one I had 615 subs on. I got a strike for streaming, like coloring for 4 hours.
What the heck?
Coloring. And that strike was scamming, spamming, and deceptive practices.
Wow.
Okay. Then the second one I did, we were on Clovis's. She was, I don't remember what she was talking about. And we were all over there on her panel and doing whatever. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go make chili beans and cornbread. And so they started laughing, and Clovis is like, well, I don't know how you make chili beans and corn. You know, we were just doing funny, right?
Right.
And so I was like, well, I'll do it live. Everybody come over here when you're done, you know? So I set up my laptop on the counter here on my toaster, and I got my cutting board out, and I was waiting for people to, you know, Clovis to shut down and everybody come over, right?
Right.
So I don't know, there could have been 10 people in there at the moment. And I was just standing here like I am now. My cutting board was here. And I was just waiting for people to come in. It was like 9 minutes in. The thing came across my stream, terminated or whatever it said. Scamming, spamming, and deceptive practices. I hadn't even started doing anything yet. I was waiting for people to come in. Then the third one, we were fucking around one night. We were at Treach's. We were all on his panel, a bunch of us, and we were having a good time. His OBS went down. He couldn't get the StreamYard going again. So we were in private StreamYard. And I'm like, well, how would I? They're like, you go live. I was like, yeah, but I'm in here. How am I going to go live when I'm in here? I was like, oh, I know. I'll stream us privately hanging out in here. Like we were just doing stupid, funny stuff, right?
Right.
That one was named, they told me, name this one Cocaine Bear. So I named it Cocaine Bear. And all we were doing was acting like fools on ourselves, though. Nobody else. That one, scamming, spamming, deceptive practices. My channel was gone.
Wow.
And then my last one.
I think that's why the government is talking right now about, you know, breaking the monopoly that Google has over the internet and over people. I mean, they've got people by the
I
man.
literally did nothing wrong at all. Nothing.
Right.
Then my last one got taken down because I was trying to strike somebody as they were live, as I was live, because the guy had my crotch up there. Okay, from when I was doing that water thing that day.
Yeah.
And I sat down and my phone went too low and I showed my damn crotch.
Yeah.
Okay, and I put that one on private immediately. And that was like a couple of years ago now, maybe.
Yeah.
Or a year and a half, whatever ago. Somebody must have screenshotted my crotch and saved it. So I was reporting another stream and my channel went poof, gone right away. Gone.
Wow.
Gone. As I was doing it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like, oh, really? But so somebody can show my leg spread all the way fucking open and put it up there over and over and over and over again. But I try to strike it and I lose my own fucking channel.
Yep.
So that was the last one. I was finally up to 300 and something again. The one before that was 615. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't do anything on my channel. You guys all see what the fuck I do. Now, maybe I should start getting up there acting like a fucking freak lunatic. And start doing weird ass shit. Weirder than I already am. Like really crazy off the wall shit. And I'd probably get to stay up. Like maybe if I started yelling and screaming at people and threatening them and showing people's crotches and
Look how long it took to get Denise banned, and all she
Fucking-
did was harass people.
search up people's information and put it out there.
Yeah.
If I did all that, I'd probably get to stay up.
Come on.
But don't color, don't cook, and don't try to strike someone that's showing your own fucking crotch.
Wow.
Yeah. So those are my experiences. I haven't tried excessively hard to get the other two back just because I don't do the family live streams anymore. But it's not to say I won't send them an email now and then because I know it's bots. I don't know who would have struck me. I don't know how it happened like that. But I think, you know, some of those jobs are probably quick to turn over, the employees, or it just has to get in a certain human's hands. And then it's potentially, you could possibly get it back. Like I got my first one back. I just haven't tried on these other two yet. But I'm not saying I won't, because all it takes is maybe that one person to, because when you start to first email them, you just get back bot verbiage.
Yeah.
And they don't tell you what you did. They don't tell you where you did it at. They don't say what, they will not tell you anything other than, no, you broke community guidelines. And they send the link for you to read community guidelines.
Yeah.
So I read community guidelines and I email them back. And I said, okay, I read the community guidelines and there's nothing I did in this video that broke your community guidelines. And then
Right.
I'll just keep sending them emails back like that. And one day, somebody must have really looked at my stuff and gave me the whole channel back.
Interesting.
So don't stop trying, because
Right.
I got mine back after. Not saying you want to spend that kind of time, but I mean, I wasn't sitting here like going, oh my God, I'm going to email and I'm going to email. I just would randomly do it. If I had my email open and something popped into my head, I would email them,
Right.
you know. So these other two should be easier for me to get back because it wasn't any type of violence. It was stupid, like spamming and deceptive practices. It's like, where?
Yeah.
Color?
Like, what
I
are
was
you
using
talking
my own coloring stuff in my own house. I wasn't selling anything. I wasn't scamming or spamming anything. Like, how was I spamming?
Yeah, and
Um,
tagging Team YouTube on Twitter doesn't do any good either. All they do is spew the same
Oh yeah, they don't
pre-printed
do anything.
paragraphs.
Yeah. And you can't, I did those live chats too, like through Google. And then I had found some through YouTube. And there were so many times where I thought, oh my God, I found someone that's really gonna help me. Like, and I spend like a good half hour doing this live chat. And then they're like, oh well, I have to send you to another chat. And then you spend more time, and then they're like, oh sorry, we can't do anything. And it's like, why the fuck did you put me through all this? I'm thinking you're really going to help me, and you're
Right.
not. So there is an address too in that thing they send you. And I can't remember if I did or not, but on the channel I got back, I may have typed stuff out with all the links and priority mail it to where I had a tracking number and I knew when they got it. I may have also sent stuff in the mail to them because a bot doesn't open their mail. A person has to read it.
Yeah.
So, but those are just some things you can try.
Where did he go? Oh, he had to take the dogs out. Yeah, they need a better system or something.
Well, so at this point, you don't know. I don't know if real people looked at his strike or if it was just fucking,
So was he not listening?
What's that?
Were
He
you
had to
outside?
step out for a minute.
Yeah, I had to take the
He's
dog.
back.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I guess you'll just have to tell him what I said.
So, yeah, I'm gonna continue battling with YouTube over it.
Keep
But-
emailing them. Keep doing it because eventually someone will read it after you keep getting the bot emails. And I had just got done saying that I believe that I sent them a letter with all the links and to my videos they removed and some verbiage and blah blah blah. And I believe I did priority mail it to where I had a tracking number so I knew when they received it.
Right.
Because in that email thingy you get, or it's somewhere in there, they at the bottom they list an address of theirs. And I sent it to them in the mail because bots aren't opening the mail yet, right?
Yeah.
So a real person had to legitimately read what I was trying to send to YouTube. So I did do that as well.
Yeah, I saw their address where.
Yes, that's what. Okay, yeah, it's in that area. And I did it. I wanted a tracking number, so I printed my own label out, at which gives you a tracking number, and sent it off.
Right. Yeah, because you always get the same stupid form letter reply from them.
It's the same bullshit. So you were probably outside when I was saying, I would email them back saying, okay, where was I scamming? Where was I spamming? Like, tell me where this is happening at in my videos.
Right.
And they email you back the same bullshit, the link to their community guidelines that you broke.
Right. Well, Chris Jones claimed that I shared his stuff verbatim and it wasn't transformative or anything, I just stole his, and I'm like, dude, I turned it from a written piece to a video format where it was, audio.
Yeah.
And we paused throughout it to discuss the lies. It was definitely transformative. It was to educate people about what this guy's doing to American citizens from another country utilizing YouTube and other formats. And so it's like, how was it not transformative? How was it not educational for people that, have no
Yeah, and
clue?
also list, when you email them, list the fair use, blah, blah, blah in there and
Yeah.
explain that is all what was happening and keep emailing them back.
Oh yeah, I definitely will. And like I said, it's like they're saying, well, hey, you don't have a right to talk about the stalking and defamation by these people.
Exactly.
You don't have a right to defend yourself. We're going to take your right to defend yourself away.
Exactly.
And to me, that makes them just as guilty of the defamation and stalking as the person doing it,
Right. Yeah.
So
So what was it that they took it down for? What guy?
That Chris, the Gimpy Jones guy.
So he put me up on some fucking website and I don't even fucking know the dude and he gets away with that shit?
Yeah, that was Freedom Publishers Union, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it's probably still on there and I've never even known the guy.
Yeah, that's what I got taken down for, because I took a couple of his defaming articles about me, but it included other people. He talked about other people as well in it. And I shared his articles on my stream and we talked about it and discussed it.
Yeah, you should not get in trouble for that. They should give you they may give you your channel back over that once you to prove to them that it was fair use, you were going over something, it was for educational purposes, blah, blah, blah.
So the bad part about it, Angela, like I said, is he put in the strike and YouTube sent me a notification that he put in a copyright strike, and YouTube denied his copyright strike and said that it was used under fair use. We don't think that your copyright is valid, yada, yada. We're leaving his content up.
Yeah.
They did that twice because he kept hitting YouTube back up, trying to get him to take it down.
So
and
take that email that they sent you on those, okay, and copy and paste it into the new one that you're working with right now and say, look, they tried to do this shit before and they're trying to do it again. This is fair use and blah, 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 whatever else you want to say.
So I did that. My most recent email to them, I not only copied the stuff from this time around, but I copied it from the last time they took my channel down.
Good. Okay. We're thinking alike.
Yeah, he did the exact same thing the last time. He got mad because I put his defaming content out there and I called him out on my channel for his lies. And he got mad. He didn't want people supposedly to see the truth about him, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is what.
Well, he's putting defaming shit about me on his website and he doesn't even know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, the only reason he knows me is because of Thomas.
I mean, he's writing false shit about people that he doesn't even fucking know.
Yeah,
he's never interviewed me. He's never talked to me. He's never come to my channel.
He was posting crap about us that Thomas sent him, all this BS narrative.
I've never even talked to Thomas. Like, Thomas doesn't even know me. Like, I've never even talked about Thomas. Like, I could give two fucks about fucking Thomas, right? And you guys know that.
Yep.
And it's like, Thomas has never come and talked to me. He's never asked me anything, but they want to put this shit up on a website?
Yeah.
On somebody they don't know. They've never interviewed. They've never talked to, nothing.
Yep.
Like, when you type an article, aren't you supposed to make sure you're getting the facts correct?
Yes, you are.
And actually talk to the person you're doing the writing about.
And in his in the description of his Freedom Publishers Union,
dumbasses,
talks about how they pride themselves on, verifying information and making sure what they're putting out is accurate, which is a total crock, because he has seen the evidence that I'm not a criminal in any way, shape, or form. He
Right.
has seen all the evidence we've put out, debunking all Thomas's lies, but yet he still posts all of that crap on a regular, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Like if you're going to do a story on somebody, you should be interviewing the person you're doing the story about.
right,
Don't
right.
take hearsay because it makes people look like fools.
Yeah, yeah. If I
So-
remember right, I think, didn't he try to strike you, honey, for having his image at one time? You put his picture up or something?
Who, Gimpy?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't know.
It's been a long time ago, but
Like,
he
where
was-
is that guy? Does he watch our YouTube channels or where is he?
so I don't know if he does. He's on Twitter and he probably has YouTube as well, I'm guessing. But he's just one of Thomas's mindless minion attack people, you know?
That
And
just goes off of what somebody else says.
yeah.
That doesn't even know the person because Thomas doesn't know me from nobody. He doesn't know.
So he is supposedly the head of the Cicada 3301 AU, Australia. And he's on the Cicada token member. He's one of the board of director members or whatever, just like Marcia and Mindy and all these other freaky people, you know. So,
No, I never even.
oh, you froze.
They just did that because they needed filler names for a corporation because you
Yeah.
have to have a board.
Yeah.
And they probably have nothing absolutely to do with it.
He's one of the so-called QAnon sect people, you know, that claim they run the net.
Well, I don't know if she's even still here.
Yeah,
I
she's
am.
Oh, okay.
he's part of that QAnon sect group, you know, with Titus Frost and all these morons that claim they run the net.
It
you know?
keeps-
Okay, I've heard of
Connecting
QAnon.
disconnect.
What is QAnon sect?
It's just this group of dummies that are latching onto the Q thing, and they're
Thank
they-
you.
yeah. So
I had
they've
some
created
friends
their
that
own
were-
servers. They've even created their own server. And I'm like, anybody that would go through their server has to be a fool because they're just gathering all your fucking information off your devices and shit, you know?
I've never been into Q. I thought that I'm not a person like I had some friends from the Vegas community that got all into that and was watching the Q alerts and all that, right? And I was like, they'd send me some of this stuff and I'd be like, this is not a kind of mystery I'm into.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a cut and dry person. Don't be beating around the bush to be telling me something. And that's all it was to me.
right.
And it's frustrating when people put stuff out there, but they know the answer, but they're
They
not
just
going to
lead
tell
you
you.
on.
And
Yeah, they're like the puzzles. They just lead you on and lead you to nowhere.
yeah, and those aren't the kind of puzzles I like to play, you know,
Right.
like I'm not interested in playing psychological games. I'm just not. So none of that ever interested me at all. And my friends, some of them really were hardcore on it, and to drain the swamp and you know all the stuff that went along with the Q stuff. And they were just
Right.
waiting every moment to see what Q was going to say. And you got to like read between the lines and do it's like, no, that shit makes my head crazy. I'm not even interested in that shit. Those aren't the kind of mysteries I'm interested in at all.
Right.
I thought it was created to see how many people would go along with a certain thing, and people did. And I think it was all a fake thing that somebody made up.
Yeah.
Then people went with it.
Yeah.
Same with all that spear of destiny.
Yeah.
And it's all made. I knew it from the get-go when I heard about it. I'm like, people don't realize that people literally just make shit up to see who's going to go do it.
Yeah.
Like, are people like, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
people want to believe in certain things, so.
Right, I guess so. I've I'm a pretty logical person. Now, of course, I'm into a good conspiracy and stuff like that. I mean, I'm on the fence over some of that stuff. But when someone's out, like, I don't know, when I heard of all that stuff, I was just like, these people are following a total, like, hoax.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion, how I felt with what I was seeing and learning, and
I agree.
the same with the Q thing. Okay, let's make something really crazy up and see who will follow it.
Yeah.
I'm not one to follow stuff like that. I'm more of a private researcher, run things by a few people that I value their opinions on, and then kind of go from there.
It was funny. Towards the end of the stream last night, we played the 3 most recent Denise Rumble streams.
Oh, okay.
And, she's circling back to so much crazy crap. She was talking about you and Clovis and you
really?
guys, holding up the truckers
really?
to steal COVID tests.
Oh, I gotta listen to that. Oh my God.
It was like, Denise, what the hell are we circling back to this shit for again,
I was trying to look one night. I didn't spend too much time, but I was trying to look for some of those old ones to see what I downloaded or screen recorded of her talking about us back then, because those were some wild, crazy, funny, weird ass stories,
She kind of went through the whole, COVID test trucker hijacking shit and the bombing of the Port Neches and all that shit again. And
oh wow.
She's reliving that in her delusions, apparently, because she covered a lot of it in her streams again, and back to naming people and where they live and this and that.
Wow.
Oh shit,
Right.
We're all trafficking our own children and grandchildren. And
well, that's how a bunch of us met you guys, because she was talking about you guys and us.
Yeah.
Sewer Town and trailer park trash.
Yep, she's reliving those delusions again, apparently.
And you guys were probably like, oh my God, who are the trailer park trash?
Well, yeah,
And we're like, who are the Sewer Town people?
There was the trailer park and the gutter sluts.
We were the gutter sluts, prostitute, holding up truckers, making PCR test kits. You guys were probably like, what the fuck where are these people at?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, God damn. I asked last night if, she was talking about you guys, were supposedly taking lunches to the truckers, but you guys really had other motives. And I tried to find out if you guys were, taking brown bag lunches, or were you guys offering box lunches,
Well, and Clovis and I didn't even have each other's addresses, phone numbers, none of that. It's like, I was running a company all day. How were Clovis and I even hooking up states away and doing all this stuff? That was never talked about, and I've always been curious.
Right.
If Denise would give us the answer as to how we were actually doing it. How?
We live in Indiana, and she'll name so-and-so who's from Michigan, so of course they're part of our gang.
Are we taking our own
neighboring state?
Do we all have private jets? Are we taking off in the middle of the night and coming back early the next morning so we could do our jobs? Or
no,
those are the things I want to know how this was pulled off.
It's fucking witchcraft. She got real heavy into your guys' witchery shit.
Yep. Oh, I took a screenshot. She said she did some ritual or something on you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I gotta send that screenshot to you. I took it the other night. Somebody said someone was live on Rumble, so I went over there. Who was it? And she was in the chat room.
Jedi?
Did Jedi stream on Rumble?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, okay, so I was watching his channel, and then they dropped a link to Rumble, so I went over there, and she was in the chat on Rumble saying this shit in the Rumble chat.
Yeah.
And I was
she
like,
went
oh my God, I
through.
gotta capture this and send it to Jessie.
Yeah. That's great.
So she did some witchery on you.
Oh,
I know, right, Jessie?
yeah. Thomas actually had a lucid dream, and he warned me for years now. I need to watch out for this rash that I'm gonna get.
Oh, wow.
It's like, geez,
Yeah, I forget actual. She said she did some ritual, some spell. It was something like that she did, and she typed it right in there in the chat room.
Well,
No shame.
She's gonna rip Hoax's jugular out. She had her hand out like Darth Vader and shit.
I think
screaming,
that's funny.
and said she's gonna rip his jugular out. And I think she did that once to Pavana too. That's I told everybody last night. If you're gonna be scared of someone, be scared of Denise, because she obviously has had altercations with lots of people, her neighbors, the police, and
oh yeah,
all kinds of shit. So
the thing about that is, I noticed a lot of people having a fit over Denise telling Hoax Wars that, but they forget to mention how Hoax Wars wanted to take a stake, pound it through Juniper's head into the cement.
Yeah.
They forgot so soon that he said him and his friends are going to come after Angela G to the ends of the earth. What else did he say? He told somebody to jump off a bridge.
They were going to hold Daniel Dowd down while he chainsawed his head off.
Oh, yeah, that one. He wanted to chainsaw Daniel's head off.
Yeah.
He told Sam Clinton, if you don't do what we want, he told Sam Clinton, if you don't do what we want, you're going to end up like Angela G. He actually said that. Daniel has the thing on his channel. It's with that weird guy and the mask and all that going on. Like, I think it was the 14-year-old thing or whatever. But then he captured Sam on Mitch's or wherever Mitch was. Sam Clinton was on there. And they didn't agree with something Sam did. And basically, Mitch was like, well, if you don't basically agree or follow what we say, then you're gonna, that's what happened to Angela G.
Yeah.
It's targeted attacks. If you don't listen to the group, then you're gonna get it.
Yep.
Just like Angela G.
Yep. That's the way they play.
Correct. So, stupid little games.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I agree, Siren. Do I go around telling people that shit? No. Maybe my channel would stay up if I threatened people all the time.
Right. Exactly.
You know, threaten them, search them up, put their info out there, search people up that you don't even know on the internet, and then say, oh, these are Angela G's friends. Look who she hangs out with. Yeah. People forget how that all started, too. And those were the things I was writing in Daniel's chat last night.
Right. Yeah.
They so soon forget how this even fucking started.
Yep, exactly.
They were coming after me, watching where I was going, and pulling up people, searching them up.
Yeah. They don't, like I said, unfortunately, they don't care about the truth. It's all about content to them, and it always has been. So.
Well, and those people are strangers to me anyway. Why the fuck do they care? Why are they searching up people they don't know?
Exactly.
Why don't they search up their own people and see what they find?
Yep.
But they won't do that.
Nope, they sure won't.
Nope, they won't. I haven't seen one person cover one of the catcher's sons that's actually won in court right now. Nobody's made a big, huge stink about any of that.
Wow.
Literally, a catcher that actually does catches and gets convictions. Her own son is one. Has Hoax covered that? Has Panel Channel covered that? No.
Huh.
That
Yeah,
Tommy catcher, he's got a family member that's been in court for pedophilia. Did they cover that? No. Why not? Why are they searching up Angela G's friends?
right. Yep.
Right?
Yeah. They pick and choose, and they try. It seems like they try to chase and grab onto things that they know will just be a drama fest because that's what sells, you know.
And see how many people hook onto it and run with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not that kind of person. I'd rather hang out with Daniel any day than any people like that.
Yeah, when they don't get things their way, then they just bring in a new group of trolls, you know.
Yeah, I'm used to it now. Keep going.
Yeah.
You know, keep going. I'm not going anywhere. They bank on people caving and talking about what they want to engage people in certain topics, and most of the time it works.
Right.
You know, instead of shutting it
Avoiding
down.
questions and deflecting hoaxes.
Yeah, like, yeah, we've talked about this for over a year now. We're done with it. Move on.
Yeah.
Obsessed people.
So he finally came up on the panel for a brief moment last night, and I was able to confront him about his tweet because he followed Pavana and followed me on X or Twitter recently.
Yeah.
And he posted a picture of me and a picture of the Delphi murder guy side by side, and it said, "Jesse, go live," and he shared it like twice on Twitter, 2 different days. So since he popped up on the panel, I finally said, "Hey, why did you post this picture of me and this murder suspect that just got convicted?" I said, "Were you trying to claim that was me?" And he admitted. He was like, "Well, you know, I was fucking around with you, and you know, I put that out there because it does kind of look like you walking on that bridge." And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you actually were going to try to push that narrative? I'm like, that's just crazy, you know. The dude just got convicted on all counts, you know. I'm like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he said, "Well, you know, you live close by to that place," and yada yada. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not nowhere near Delphi, Indiana.
Yeah, that's so ridiculous to put things out there like that, and they do it intentionally, and you know that as well as I do.
Right. I'm surprised he admitted it.
So ridiculous that people do that. But then, like, when you turn it around on them, like Daniel did to Hoax last night, when you turn it around, they don't like it, do they?
Right.
They don't like it, do they? And they don't say anything either until it
They
happens
don't like
to them.
being called a pedophile.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, how does it feel? Right?
Exactly.
I started doing that too because people were calling me that shit. I'm like, all right, well, who says you aren't one?
Exactly.
I don't know that. Put your shit out there.
Yeah.
Show your fucking face.
Yeah. Don't be such a fucking pussy.
I mean, you know, I'm not like super far away from Delphi, but it's not like it's around the corner.
I've never even heard of
around the corner or nothing.
Delphi, Indiana.
It's probably close to 200 miles from here, you know.
Yeah, that's just a ridiculous thing to go on the internet and say about somebody because they know it's not fucking true.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Hoax wants to be like left alone, right? Well, who fucking started this shit? Who?
Exactly.
We all know.
That's right. Hoax definitely started it.
Yep. Well, they all claim that, you know, we're stalking them. And I'm like, well, wait, who made first contact? And who's
Well, it originally got searched up by Nunya.
Yeah, who's the
He
one that
gave it to-
continually comes at somebody, you know?
He gave it to somebody else, and then Panel Channel and Hoax Wars kept running with it. And then there you have it. That's exactly how it went down. Yeah. He's like, what can I get you to do, Daniel? Well, leave me the fuck alone, Daniel's saying.
Right.
Leave me the fuck alone. There was Daniel, nobody would have even been talking about Hoax or any of them. They're the ones that came after us. They came after me. They went after Jesse and you again because of me. And then they went after Daniel. It was Edward, Daniel, Jesse, and me. And these are my friends. So here's Angela G, and she should be hated on. And
Right.
everybody should attack her because of who she hangs out with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it didn't change anything because I'm still here and I'm still doing what I want to do.
If you're in the chat, you're in the gang.
Right. Yeah. Yes, he said it to All Seeing You. I've been trying to find that. That's the other video I wanted to find. And I thought I had it. It was a conversation with Hoax and All Seeing You
Yep, I
From-
seen that one.
a few years ago. He was having some fucking breakdown. And I don't know if it was a private call that she put out or what it really was that she put
I
out.
think it was him and her on Discord, maybe.
Yes, it was. I remember that. So I'm trying to find that video. That was the other one I wanted to find amongst the ones with the you, I think the brown hair lady, and All Seeing You. I think you have that one on your channel now.
Oh, the Operation Suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I wanted it kind of like unedited with you guys just talking in there because I think Jesse's talking somewhat through it. I kind of wanted to get the unedited version of it, and especially the one with Hoax.
Yeah,
that
it was
one.
Madam Punisher on Twitter that put that out.
Okay, I'll have to write that down. Because he seems to act all fucking innocent when he was in the fucking depths of it all. My stupid pen's not working. Let's see. Pen's not working. What happens when I leave pens outside?
You just came in.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Oh, I found one that works.
Are you serious? You literally just came in.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go. I was supposed to do a live stream at 1, which was an hour ago here, with a friend to do a tortilla cook-off. But we're not doing that now. So now I'm kind of like, I could make a card, a birthday card for tomorrow. I could hand make a card. So I don't know. I might sit down and be creative.
Yeah, it's always fun to be creative. Takes
I
your
know.
mind off of everything.
My cousin Sarah and I got the kitchen cleaned up already, so that's done. And I have no plans on doing any cooking. I mean, no cooking today. No more cleaning. We're done with that.
Yeah.
I made a chicken and rice soup last night, so we'll have that again. So that's already done.
Cleaning is not on my list.
Nope, I did a little bit, and I'm good at good. It's only 2. So I've got the rest of the day to maybe get some stuff out and sit and make a card. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for having me. I'm glad I got to talk about that.
Thanks for
About the
coming up, and thanks for the
channels
advice. And
yeah,
I'm sure
totally.
he'll be back on YouTube before too long, but Rumble's not bad. So
Yeah, and if you need me to share anything on my community page, let me know and I can do that.
okay.
And if there's any channels you need, Jesse, get a hold of me and I'll send them to you.
Yeah, he just walked out again.
Okay, just let him know though if he needs any channels. Just tell him to hit me up and I'll send him channels.
Okay.
Because it's a bitch when you lose a channel and you're subbed to a bunch of people and you have playlists and all that stuff and it's all just gone.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for people in different pockets to find you. And it's also difficult for us to remember all the channels that we were subscribed to,
Right.
you know?
Sure.
So, but anyways, okay, well, have a fun day and I'll see you around soon, I'm sure.
Okay. Thanks. Love you.
Thank you. I
Bye.
love you too. Bye.
I made another ugly green again, Siren, but it goes with the background green. So this is just going to be that yucky green brown. But that's okay. The flowers will look prettier. I have to figure out how I'm going to... I want to make this look more like a cactus. So we're going to go... Oops. I've got wet paint and I'm smearing it. Gotta be careful. I get some unhappy accidents going on.
Why are you painting a scorpion?
Scorpion?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
What?
Yeah.
It's
Looks
some
like,
type of weird cactus
looks
plant.
like this guy right here.
Don't even say that.
Scorpion with pokers.
No, it's not a scorpion. It's some kind of cacti guy.
Ugh.
Oh no, I got paint in my paint again.
What?
I got paint where it's not supposed to be. I hope that dries to look okay. I still have to outline him with my black paint marker. Honey, I think you should schedule a stream for Sunday at 7 because it sounds good. And see how the scheduling goes. Seven p.m. Eastern. I'm liking these dirty greens. Yeah, to do another live stream on Rumble, he should schedule. Okay, so this is going to be this color. Flowers, flowers. Yeah, this is definitely easier and more comfortable than an easel. Let me see. We need some white parts. Here. I think that's a little too light. Maybe. Hang on, Barbara. I'm sure that's Barbara. Okay, I'm gonna get this before it dries. My hands are shaking. I think I'm about done with the green, brown. See, it says purple or blue, violet, and yellow make hunter green, but this is more of a brown. I want to get the color and shading right on the pot too. But I want to make sure I'm done with the green first. Could do more details to these leaves, but I'm nervous I'm going to mess them up because I kind of like how they look. I mean, I could try to do a few highlights, but I'm scared. I think I'll call that color done. Rinse out my brushes. I want to paint it like a clay pot, clay. So would that be like orange, brown, and white? I'm thinking. The only color, full color I'm going to have is the flowers. I want this to be clay. Orange, white, and brown. I guess I could check my color wheel after I rinse these brushes. Let's see. It's going to be somewhere over here. Clay. Red, orange, and white is close. It's probably got a little brown in it, I'm going to say. Orange, white, and brown. Yeah, souped up flesh. I need to order some more flesh color. Orange paint. Oh no. I'm not about out of paint. I have drawers of paint. I'm just, I like to have a ready-made flesh color. I mean, I could make my own, but it's hard. It's always hard to judge perfectly how much paint, because I hate waste, and I don't like that there's still some of this green down left. I mean, it's not that much, but I like to be able to, if you have the exact color, you don't have to judge how much paint you need because you just squirt more onto the palette, you know. But you always got to make sure you make enough, and when you make the color from mixing, it's hard to get the exact same shade again, so you want to make sure you have enough, but not too much. Well, it's less wobbly now, the paper. It's like cardboard. It's not as thick as I thought it would be for 240-pound paper. Okay, this color. See, if I open like a clay pot in Paint Shop Pro, I can color grab the color and then open up that color and it shows me what it's a combo of. It's like brown, orange, and white. Maybe a touch of black for the dark part. So I'm going to try to make this color. So I need enough for the clay pot and the lips. I'm going to make the lips match the clay pot so it connects it more, so it's more cohesive. Orange. It's an orange kind of day. Oh, that's a little much, maybe. And white. And where's my brown? I have different browns around here. I guess it doesn't matter what kind of brown. But this dark one, I'm just going to use just a little. And we'll see what that does. Oh. Ugh. What the? Ew. That's not clay. I think I need some red. Looks like I might need some red. Because it's looking kind of yellowy. There's some red in there. Oh, too much, I think. It's close. Yeah, that's pretty close. Let's try it. Barbie left. Was she coming back for dinner? I made too much paint, even though it's going to take a couple coats. You know what? I can see my pencil lines right through this layer, so I can go ahead and fill in the rest. And stick my wrist in the wet paint and smear it. That's pretty much clay. Look, maybe it's a little too orange, but I'm going with it. I'm gonna go with it. Ugh, now there's red paint all over my fingers. From where? It's on my vape. I got paint on my vape. Oh my gosh. Got paint on my new fingernail job. Good grief. I told Barbie I didn't want to bother having my nails done anymore, because taking off this gel paint off the nails, she's got a kit. It's a gel nail kit. And you have to grind the stuff off. And I'd rather not have to bother with it. I mean, she does my nails for me because she's likes to practice. But I'd rather not have them done. It's like when they were little and they want to put makeup on you, you know. Now I need to make some of this paint darker for the darker areas. I'm holding my breath on these little parts. Not too bad. I kind of want more detail on my pot, but again, I'm scared. Kind of want to just leave it alone. Isn't it the top lip is like a little darker than the lower lip? Maybe slightly. Oh, your daughter just got married? Congrats. The Joker. The Joker. Oh no. I stuck my hand where I shouldn't have stuck my hand. Shit. Yeah, this guy is kind of creepy. camera looks blurred. Is it out of focus? Or is that my eyes? It looks out of focus. Is it? Look out of focus to you? Yeah, I don't know. See if I can get it to. I don't know. A bright red dress? Huh. Yeah, anything goes these days. There. I need a tongue color. Maybe add some red to this and try to get a tongue color. More red. More red and a little white. Oh, really? Well, 100 to 200 years is a kind of a long time. True. That is true. I really should put more detail on this pot, but I'm too chicken right now. And chicken. Time for some flowers. This looks brown. It doesn't even look green anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Still looks blurry. Huh. Yeah, it was just supposed to be a test run. He wasn't intending to go that long. No, he cleaned it for me when I used it with the big easel. See, I can get it to, it's not zooming in. Maybe it's not plugged in all the way. I don't know. It's not zooming in. Honey. Honey,
What?
fix my camera.
What camera?
It's blurry and it won't zoom.
It's
Well,
blurry.
now it looks okay. No. Wait. See, when I go close up, it's supposed to zoom in. Oh, now I did it. And then when I'm down here, then it goes blurry on me.
It's not blurry.
Yeah, it looks blurry. Well, I don't know.
It's probably because of the angle you're sitting at or something.
Or the light or something.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you know, it's not the best lighting.
Banana reveal. Yeah, Jetta's like obsessed with what's in my drawer. Yeah, he wasn't very helpful, was he?
Who?
Siren said, honey, fix it.
There's nothing wrong with it that I can see.
It's blurry. It's blurry right now. Maybe I need to be on higher definition streaming. I don't recall ever having this problem before, and I've been using the same settings.
Or it's older. It's because your camera's just older. It's not all that good.
Is my camera going defunct on me? Jedi's just not a nice person.
He's a little dweeb, man. He's a dork. Nobody should let that little fucking guy bother them.
Oh, I'm not saying it bothered me, but it's just kind of creepy. His obsession. Now we need some purple. Some pretty purple. Your eyes are crossed. See, it's blurry. It ain't just me. It'll go into focus at first, and then it'll go blurry again. Zoom in. It doesn't stay focused. Let me see, try this light. Actually, I think that light helps a little bit. A little bit. Oh, I thought you were saying Jesse is annoying because he wouldn't fix my camera. I know. I'm scared to do anything to it. I'm thinking it needs some more details, like, like a light line here, or maybe like a leaf embellishment or something, but I'm scared to touch it. Because I like it in the moment. It's blurry. Do you? It's not wanting to focus. Now I'm not even sure if I should do an outline or not. A black outline? What do you think? Yeah. Seems like all my paintings need an outline. But it does because this color of the hand is a little too close to the color of the background. I like black outlines. It always makes it pop. Now I need I've started using more shades. Instead of like 2 or 3 shades of one color, I'm using 3 or 4. And it just adds dimension. Let's see. It's not gonna. Focus. Yeah, that's blurry. Making a mess. Maybe there is some dust on it or something. And this one's going to be blue. Some unintended yellow. Honey, I thought Barbie was staying for dinner.
Apparently she didn't. I don't know.
And we'll make his eye blue too. Phthalo blue is my favorite. Phthalo blue with titanium white is the shit. See if I have any clean spots left on my palette here. Oh, Walmart blue. It needs to be a little lighter. Yes, it does need an outline. Oh, I forgot his head spikes. And his eyelashes. Oh, good grief. Like my little cactus needles? Uh-oh. My paint pen exploded on me.
You know what I find really amusing, honey?
My mic is on.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I find amusing
What?
is YouTube takes me down for putting up Ewan Ritchie shit, supposedly. But yet, their Freedom Publishers Union still has a page on YouTube that is showing my live streams, showing a video they took off my iSpy page of police surrounding our house, and a few other videos. How's that work?
I don't know.
How's that work?
Very carefully. Oh, yeah. Look at this yumminess, Siren. Oh, your BRB. Sausage, potatoes, bell peppers, onions, spices, and it is yummy. Why is it not zooming in? Oh, I might have to pause and eat and let this dry good enough so that I can do the black outline. Oh my goodness gracious.
Stop it.
Puppies. Can you hear the tree? Hear that noise? That is the creepy Christmas tree noise. And I'd rather not have the sound, just the motion. Oh, I love a good burger anytime. Please focus. Justin, why would my camera not be
I
focusing?
can't hear a word you're saying. I have earbuds in.
Why would my camera not be focusing?
What?
Why would my camera not be focusing?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know?
Sometimes some of them have little things you have to rotate or adjust. Or
No, this has nothing.
Have you cleaned the lens?
Yeah. Okay. See, I wanted to show you these cactus needles because I wonder if I should do some here too. I don't know. Is this dry? So when I do this eye outline, he's got a nickel eye, a nickel. There we go.
It's a bowl.
Paint markers are great
For Christ's sake.
because you can be more precise than with a flimsy brush, you know. I just finished the last season of Orange County Housewives, and right as I watched the last reunion episode, then my favorite Beverly Hills one just started. I think it's on Wednesdays. Yeah, that definitely needs outlined.
What?
He said he paid you extra. He raised you up to $20 an hour because you kicked butt. And that is because I forgot to get you a birthday present.
They paid you extra because you actually worked and you weren't lazy.
I always work. What are you talking about?